Onyx and George kept exploring the island together, making new friends along the way. On their journey, Onyx and George met a monkey named Max. Max loved to climb trees and swing from branch to branch. Onyx was fascinated by Max's acrobatic skills and asked if he could teach him how to climb. Max was happy to help and led Onyx to a nearby tree. "The trick is to use your paws like hands," Max explained. Onyx watched carefully as Max demonstrated, then tried it himself. At first, Onyx wasn't sure, but with Max's encouragement, he started to climb higher and higher. As they climbed, Max shared stories about his adventures in the jungle, and Onyx listened with wonder. Together, they explored the treetops, swinging from vines and playing games. Onyx felt grateful to have met such a fun and kind friend. By the time they reached the ground, Onyx was exhausted but elated. "Thank you, Max," he exclaimed. "That was amazing." Max grinned and patted Onyx on the back. "You're a natural, Onyx," he said. "Now let's go find some bananas." After they were finished with a quick snack, Max excitedly leaned in towards Onyx and began telling him a story. "Onyx, my friend, let me tell you about the time I went to Mexico and fell in love." Onyx's ears perked up as he listened intently to Max's story. "Tell me more, Max," he said eagerly. "Well, Onyx, I had always been a fan of Mexican music and always dreamed of going there to experience it for myself," Max began. "So, one day I decided to pack my bags and travel to Mexico to see what it was all about." Max continued to describe the vibrant colors, the lively music, and the delicious food he encountered during his travels. "And then, Onyx, I met her," Max said with a dreamy look in his eyes. "The most beautiful lady monkey I had ever seen. Onyx, she was so fascinated by my guitar playing that she couldn't resist spending time with me," Max said, beaming with pride. "We spent our days dancing and listening to music, and before I knew it, I had fallen deeply in love with her. Carmen was the most beautiful monkey I had ever seen. She was from a royal jungle family and was visiting Mexico to learn more about their culture." Onyx's ears perked up with interest. "Wow, she sounds amazing. What did she think of your guitar playing?" Max beamed with pride. "Oh, she loved it. She was so impressed with my musical skills, and we spent hours playing and singing together under the stars. We had the most amazing time together, Onyx," Max continued. "Carmen showed me the beauty of Mexico and introduced me to her family and friends. They were all so welcoming and kind to me, and I felt like I had found a second home in their country." Onyx listened intently, fascinated by Max's story. "That sounds like a wonderful adventure, Max," he said. "Did you ever see Carmen again?" Max's expression turned bittersweet. "Unfortunately, we had to part ways when it was time for me to go back home," he said. "But I'll never forget the time we spent together. It was truly a life-changing experience." Onyx nodded sympathetically. "I'm sure you'll always cherish those memories, Max," he said. "And who knows, maybe you'll see Carmen again someday." Max smiled wistfully. "I hope so, Onyx." "I really do." As Max finished his story, he let out a contented sigh. "Onyx, my friend, I learned a lot during my time in Mexico," he said, looking at Onyx with a wise expression. "I learned that sometimes the greatest adventures come from following your heart and taking a chance on love. And even though Carmen and I were from different worlds, we were able to find a connection through music and dance." Max put a reassuring paw on Onyx's shoulder. "And you, my friend, are on your own great adventure now. Remember to be open to new experiences and never be afraid to take a chance. Who knows what wonderful things you might discover." Onyx nodded, taking Max's words to heart. "Thank you, Max," he said with gratitude. "I'll always remember your story and the lessons it taught me."